What's going on, everybody? Tyler and Sean here from Render Reality on Coffee VR again. Thanks for joining us. And we are joined by the legendary UFC fighter, MMA trainer, father, husband, Matt Serra. If you guys don't know, haven't heard of him, I would be very surprised.
For sure.
Thank you so much, man, for coming on and joining us.
Yeah, it's an honor. It really is. We were a little delayed, but it's an honor. Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem, guys. No problem. I'm trying to watch. Now, if people at home that don't know, we had a lot of technical difficulties. You guys use Skype. I'm used to Zoom.
Yep.
Worlds are colliding. So right now we're trying to do this. I'm trying to watch it on that little link you gave me. That shit's not working.
No,
whatever. Let's just
Yeah.
run with this.
Yeah, normally I screen share with the participants that we have on the show. That way everybody can see. But right now we're actually running a Skype call to get Tyler in. We're running a Zoom call to get Matt in. So it's kind of crazy. But if you're wondering why we have a UFC fighter on a VR show, that is because he is an avid VR player. He's been playing VR for a long time. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your VR? What headset are you using? When did you get into VR?
You know, my wife was visiting. I'm from like Long Island, New York. My wife was visiting her cousins in Florida, and one of her cousins, this kid William, is a big tech guy, and she knows I always love the Xbox, the Call of Duty, the Halo. I started with Halo as far as my obsession. Like I like shooters, first person shooters, and then Call of Duty. I like all that stuff. So she knows I'm a big kid. So she goes, look, William has this thing called HTC Vive, and it's a virtual reality, and I'm getting it for you. So I'm like, all right, I'm into new things. And I'll tell you, so when I got it, I got the John Wick game, and I go, this is pretty damn cool. This is cool. This is very cool.
Yeah. And
then I got into the one game I want to brag, but I am in the top 10. A standout battle royale. That's the game that really pulled me in, which I really like. We're going to stay with that, but just this morning, I got a population 1.
That was the
I'm
next
starting
question.
to get the little feet wet. So
Nice.
I'll talk about that in a second. But the standout battle royale, I started actually before that with the other one. What the hell's the name of it? Onward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I dug it, and I liked it a lot. That was my first. I was really like, that's what really pulled me in, was Onward. Like, all right, this is cool.
Yeah.
Get into the fucking chapter. Your friend goes down, you gotta give him a shot in the ass and go into the, you know what I mean? You're holding him off.
Yeah.
It's so much. I do ever since that, I have not played the Xbox since. It's gone. I don't even know where it is.
Yeah.
And I was in some games. I'm in the UFC games and shit. Boom. Done. I don't even play it no more.
Yeah.
So then, you know how you become, you guys, I'm sure, being the nerds that you are, and I mean that in a good way, because I am.
Oh yeah, no,
We're good
just a
there.
dangerous
Totally
nerd, but I'm a
agree.
nerd.
Totally agree.
I'm sure you guys seen the movie Ready Player One, or read the book. Or
Love
both.
that movie.
Absolutely.
Both read the book, saw the movie.
I love that effing movie.
Me too.
Love it. I think that's the freaking future.
Yep.
So, in that movie, he's got his friend H, is his best friend. So I got this guy Genova. He's it's not even his real name. It's almost like the movie. He's a musician kid. He's like 31. He's from Boston. He's my buddy. He became like my H in the thing. So he's like, yo, you got excited. I met him, I think on Onward or something. He goes, look, try Standout Battle Royale. So he kind of like was my little mentor in there. And now, dude, I love that fucking game. That is my game right now.
Yep.
Because right now, well, again, I like the controls. I like the freedom. I tried to go into other things, and it's just not as fun as Standout.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you playing single player Standout, or are you playing like a co-op, like a squad with your buddy that you play with?
You know what it is? Being in a house of all women here, I got 3 daughters, young daughters. I got my wife. So sometimes I'll squad up my buddy Genova, fucking Mark Ludwig. I got some guys I become friends with in the little community there.
Sure.
And I like to team up. Most of the time, most likely I go solo, because like I said, I have a house of women, so I'm hanging out. I could be in the same room off to the side. They're watching The Masked Singer. I don't like that shit. Who wants to dance with what?
Yep.
I could lift up my fucking thing and be, that one's behind the peacock. Oh, that's great. And then I go back in and I do my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right though. I mean,
Daddy's got a Merc.
Yep, yeah, you're over here in Mill Sim fighting people off, and they're over there relaxing on the couch.
100%.
Yep.
I get up, I get a little involved. Oh, it's that guy.
Yep.
Oh, little bow wow, and then I get the fuck out. And
right.
I get back and stand out, and I get some bodies.
Yep, that's right. Gosh, me and Tyler were kind of similar because we were big Xbox guys for a long time, and we played Xbox together all the time. Halo, all the Call of Duties, all that kind of stuff. And then we got into VR in 2016. We got the Rift CV1 was our first headset, and we went in there. We were just blown away. Like, I mean,
how long ago? How long?
In 2016. It was in the wintertime of 2016. So the first year that the CV1 actually launched. And
our first PC headset. We had stuff before that even.
Yeah.
But yeah. PC wise, where we could play computer games in there, like Stand Out, which again, one of our first favorite battle. And I mean, we remember playing with you, I think, when that game first came out.
What was your names on there?
So I'm Stangerism and he's Schmitty. And so Schmitty 18, I think. And it was funny because I think you were on another podcast show. I can't remember which one it was, and you had mentioned Standout. And then that kind of hit the Reddits, and everybody was kind of talking about that. Like, man, Matt Serra, plays UFC, plays VR because VR was small back then. So we saw your name in there the one time. We're like, no way, like he really is in here. Like, this is so cool,
I think it was down to us three at the end, I think. I honestly, I think you might have taken us out.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not gonna brag, but like when they see Kimura Savage on that kill feed, they get nervous.
Yeah,
they know. They know it's like getting locked in a cage with me. I'll rip an arm off. I have such a listen, man. I fucking enjoy that game. The Population one seems pretty cool though. I gotta look to see the master of that thing.
Yeah, you are, man.
But
You're gonna like it.
There's one problem with my fucking control, and this is what happened when I tried to play Saints and Sinners, and of The Walking Dead. So cool.
Yeah.
It's like in Zoolander when he couldn't turn left. I can't turn right. It goes turn right I can't turn fucking right. Huh. So I don't know why all these other games give me a fucking problem. But Standout is fine for me.
Sure.
I don't even know if it makes sense.
Like, what headset?
I'm on the Vive Pro now.
The Vive Pro, yeah.
Okay. Do you have index controllers like the Knuckles ones, or are you on the wand still with the circle on the top?
The circle on the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that now? I'm gonna eventually upgrade. I'm hearing Index is the bee's knees here.
Well, it's a great headset. It really is. But a lot of stuff coming out. I mean, there's the Quest 2 that recently came out. There's also the HP Reverb G2 that is coming out soon, and they've actually worked with Valve on a lot of the stuff. So they're using the Valve audio. They're using Valve lenses that they help create with them, and this is extremely high resolution. So you are on a Vive Pro, so you're up there too. But the G2 is going to be pretty much the highest resolution right now in a consumer headset that comes out. It's supposed to start shipping in November. But me and Tyler, we play on the Index a lot. We pretty much have all the headsets, and Index is probably our go-to headset. That is what we use the most. I mean, visual-wise, audio-wise, the audio is very, very good in the Index.
And the controllers would probably be the closest thing to the wands that's out there.
What is
get it
for the Index?
Yeah, the Index controllers they're more stick-like than they are ergonomically shaped. Like, how the wands are just straight, basically. They're a little bit shaped that way more. So you might like them, actually.
But you actually have thumbsticks as compared to the touchpad. So,
but interesting. You want to show me, Tyler?
I have one over there.
You have anything there?
Right here.
Yeah, I was going to say, I got them on the shelf.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
Because because I can't see the rest of you guys, I'm trying to do this, and the event will begin shortly, it says. So I don't fucking know.
Oh, you might not need to refresh it. You might need to refresh it because we got a bunch of people in chat right now. So we do appreciate.
Tell them I said hi.
Yeah, so we do have I can read the super chat if I can go back up. We had a couple of them. So we had a super chat from Let's Chick and chat, and Tony Digital. Tony Digital said, remembering when Matt told Mark Lehman that he was an expert swimmer that never got in the pool. Good to hear that he's a VR gamer.
Oh, that he's been watching me for a while. That's over 10 years ago that took place.
Yep.
Good. Who was that who said that?
That was Tony Digital.
Tony Digital. Listen, I'll team up with you on Standout, homie. Thank you. I like that. That Mark Lehman, I always thought he was a prick.
Oh my gosh. I honestly, I just love your honesty. Like, I just want to say it now.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
you know,
awesome.
you're all about like the family. And I mean, when it comes family, not like your real immediate family, but you know what I mean? Your group of people, your family. And I just love how you stand up for that
guys,
and the people you believe in and stuff, truthfully.
You watch the fights at all or no, you guys?
Oh yeah.
We
I used to be big into it. Yeah, I haven't watched it as much, but I mean, I can remember the exact location, the exact seat I was sitting in when you beat George St. Pierre. Like, I can remember everybody that was sitting at that table. I mean, it was just like, I mean, it was a huge moment. So, I mean, I used to be hardcore into UFC, and I still am. I don't watch it as much as I used to, but just because of time restraints, and I'm getting old now, so it's hard to stay up late.
We're behind these now all the time.
Yeah,
so
we're
once we get some fights, you know what I mean, in the headsets, now we're talking.
Yeah, for sure.
Where are you guys from?
So we're both from Ohio. We grew up together, actually, and I'm in Virginia now, and he's still in Ohio. So we're both East Coast born and raised. So.
Tyler was showing me the headset, and then he stopped. Let me see.
Yeah, well, so here's the controllers.
Oh,
so these are what the index controllers look like, and they're a lot more stick-like. They do have a little bit more of a curve to them.
Okay.
So, you know, they do fit your hand a little bit better, but they're nice. They're good controllers. They don't have any button presses on the bottom.
Oh, so there's no squeeze when you want to lift.
Well, there is though. It's all capacitive and has full finger tracking. So when you move your fingers, it even
you can flick people off.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Not in every game, only if it's implemented.
Yeah.
But yeah. But if they did, then yeah, you absolutely can.
Yeah, and it actually does have a touchpad on it too. So it actually has a touchpad in the center, and it has the thumbstick, like what an Xbox controller would have.
But it's easy to control. It's I might listen. I'm having some issues. I told you, with turning right. I can't. I don't know what. Maybe I'll get it down, but it will affect my gameplay in some games.
Yeah,
so
sure it would.
You know, like when I'm trying to do the population one now, it's giving me a little trouble to go. You know, it shows me I turn right with the highlighted thing. I'm doing it and it's not happening. So I'm going to give it a shot later on today. I got fights going. It's weird today. There's UFC on. Because it's over on Fight Island. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah, we were watching the video that you guys put out not too long ago about Fight Island.
Which was
cool.
Oh, yeah, I do a show too called Dana White Looking Forward to a Fight. I was over in Fight Island recently.
That's the video we saw.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, oh, you saw the video.
Yeah,
okay.
That was the one where you're doing the flight simulator and stuff, right?
That was so sick,
yeah. That was awesome.
And we had that douchebag come up to my table at the end.
I saw that
there
too.
You go. Yeah. It's like, really, you are not a trainer. You're a poser. Yeah. That's a story for another day. Yeah.
And this was what's so annoying about that for the people that don't know. They should watch Dana White looking for a fight usually, but now it's looking forward to a fight, because if you guys don't know the premise of that reality show I do with the UFC president Dana White and my buddy Dean Thomas, we go around normally when things are before this fucking COVID thing.
Right.
We go around to different states and even countries, went to Mexico, looking for upcoming fighters while we're in that town and something, wherever we're at, we'll do some wacky shit. Like I rode a bull in Texas. I did stand-up comedy in LA. I did fucking dog sledding in Alaska. We did some wild shit. I'm telling you. Jumped off a cliff in Hawaii. Oh, no, we have a blast. But now since this thing hit, we've been gassing up Fight Island. So I've been going over to the Abu Dhabi and doing the show that you've seen. So if people want to give that check it out, they should check it out. It's fun.
For sure.
And the link to his podcast too is directly under us with
UFC Unfiltered. Myself and
you got
the great Jimmy Norton.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have a good time.
It is. That's awesome. I know. We were watching that video, man. Ooh, that simulator.
You guys would like that shit.
Oh man,
that's awesome. They have that too.
Talk about a video game.
Yeah.
You must have a pretty stout PC, right? What you're running. I mean,
man, I don't even know the name of it. My wife, you know what it is? I talked to that guy, William. He goes, this would be the best one to.
There you go.
Okay, llisten, I'm not a tech guy. Trust me. You know from this morning with Skype. Did you ever see Zoolander when they're like, it's in the computer? And like an ape hitting on it? That's me. You know? But listen, all I do is I have the VR. I have the Vive Pro. I started with Vive. and with the Vive Pro.
Yep.
I'm only playing one game. I only play Standout. This one gives me hope as long as I can turn right. So let's hope I can do that.
Yeah.
Well, so you have played Population 1 then. So what do you think?
I literally
that's all the buzz right now.
Literally just downloaded it this morning. Literally.
Yeah.
But did you hop in yet?
What's that?
Did you hop into it yet?
I was doing the tutorial.
Okay,
so I was learning how to put down floors, and I stopped when I was putting down the floors to try to get across something.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yep. So then you go into the lobby. Yeah.
I'm sure I'll get the hang of it. But
it's a fun game. I mean, we've been playing it. Me and Tyler have actually been in the beta, so we've been playing it for close to a year now, probably. So, and now that it just launched this past Thursday, so now it's out in the public, and we've been having a blast because we played a lot of Standout. I mean, we probably have close to 100 hours just in Standout alone, and we play a lot of games. So,
and how is that compared to this?
So it's definitely more kind of an arcadey game. It has the arcadey feel in Population 1, but it's a lot of fun because the movement system, you know, the fact that you can climb anything, you can climb to the top of a tower, and then you can just jump off. You spread your arms out, and you can wingsuit, anywhere you want. And it is
the feeling.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. So that movement style alone is just something that's a little bit different, you know, than what we're used to.
I'm hoping that my controller doesn't give me shit. Because I might be, maybe I'll switch to the Index sooner than I planned on it.
All right, I have the be-all, end-all recommendation. If you're having issues with stuff, you may or may not be able to find it, but you know, you travel a lot, right? I mean, for fights, for recordings, for everything. The new headset, the Quest 2, it is unbelievable, and you need no PC now to run it. So you can literally take that headset with you, connect it to Wi-Fi, even if you wanted to, and play.
Are you serious?
It's unbelievable headset. They have them at Best Buys if you can find them right now. But they are.
Wait,
incredible.
I'm confused. But I need sensors and stuff to bring with me.
It's all built in. Yeah, if
everything.
You're seeing the video now, we're going to show some
B-roll. Hold on, now you're blowing my mind.
We are going to blow your mind with this.
Wait a minute. Now I could use that at home too, or no?
Yeah, you can use it.
Then why would I need the sensors?
Well, that's kind of the older technology now. But better the host to include unlimited time. Okay, sorry. Okay. So that's the original tech. You know, when we first started getting into VR, you know, you had the CV1 with the external cameras. You had the HTC Vive with the base station tracking, and that's what the Index does as well. So that's going to be some of the best tracking you're going to get is the outside in tracking. But now everything's starting to move to a simpler setup where the headsets actually have cameras built into the headset that do all of the tracking for you. So there's no need for external base stations. And the Quest 2, it runs off a completely mobile processor. So everything you need to play is built into the headset. You can play Population 1 on it. You can download that straight onto the headset. You don't need any PC required. But if you want to play PC stuff, like with Standout, you can plug it into your PC and then you can play Steam games and stuff like that as well.
If I wanted to use that portable one that you just said, that's an Oculus one?
Yeah. Yep.
Now, if I use that and I travel,
you can see it.
How do I wait? Now I'm confused.
Yeah.
I could now. This really sounds like Ready Player One.
Yeah,
it is. We're at that point, man. We're there. Yeah.
I could take that with me with the controllers, obviously, and what do? I just fucking take it out, and it's the computer itself. I got to plug it in somewhere.
Nope,
that's it.
You take it out and you stick it on your head.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah,
no
the
joke.
nice
You guys
thing
gotta
about
text me after this, and let me know exactly what this is.
Yeah,
because fucking Christmas is coming up.
Yeah, that's right.
If you have a good Wi-Fi connection, connect it to the Wi-Fi, and you can play the games online and everything.
You can play your PC games.
Where you just standing up in your hotel room like the kid in his van in the fucking movie?
Yeah,
you got it.
Yeah, I mean, you really can.
In a van if you have
this sounds very trippy.
Yeah, and the nice thing about it is so this is the second version they've done of this headset. So it now has almost 4K resolution. So it has really good resolution. I mean, you're completely wireless too. So you're used to playing with a wire hanging off you. You know what I mean?
This is out now. This is out now.
It just came out a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
I think
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what's great about this.
So good.
Is I got 2 guys fighting in December in Vegas. So now with this whole COVID thing, I don't know if you guys been traveling much.
No, unfortunately.
It's quarantine city.
Yeah.
It's not like, I'm going to Vegas. Cool.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to Vegas. I might as well be in Guam. I'm not leaving nowhere. You know, you stay in a hotel. Once you get tested, like for instance, I just went to Abu Dhabi for Fight Island twice in like the last couple of months. I fly to Vegas, get tested, get quarantined. Then we get on a chartered plane with all tested people, 15 hours to fucking Abu Dhabi, tested again, quarantined for 48 hours. I spend a lot of time in a goddamn hotel room.
Yeah.
There you go.
So this this is going in my fucking carry-on for sure.
And the cool
and
part
it's small
is
too.
You can show all these people you travel with that are quarantined this as well and let people experience, they don't have to come to your house to try VR and experience it.
You
just
can
like
do it in the
you know what I
hotel,
mean?
in your
like,
hotel room.
once you tried it, you loved it.
Yeah.
And
Oh
it
no,
a
I
new
was in.
experience. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's a lot of people, you know, it's just getting them to try it. That's the hard part, you know.
I listen, I preach this thing all the time on my podcast. I talk about it with Jimmy. He's sick of hearing it. You know, because sometimes, you know, I get my adrenaline up when I'm in there with that, and I get a nice snipe. I like that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's me and one guy, and you get some money. You know what I'm going to be doing soon is getting on the whole Twitch thing.
Oh yeah. You should.
Because I just got a green screen, as we all figured out when I first signed in.
I got the same one right behind me. That Elgato pull-up green screen. The thing is great.
Shit, man. I mean, I have to get on because I have people that whatever they follow me through the fighting and whatnot, and they've been asking because I keep talking about it. But you know, like I said, I'm not a big tech guy, so I literally got this green screen like 3 weeks ago. They sent it to me for the show. I do, and I used to go into Manhattan a couple of days a week. I live in Long Island to do the show I do with Jimmy. But again, COVID turns everything upside down. So now I'm doing this show from my house,
right?
Which is even better. It's cool.
It is. Know? I mean, yeah, you can do it from there. I get it, but it's still, sometimes it's easier to be in person, though. I mean, for some things.
Nah, yeah, it's true. It's true. Yep. But you know, it saves me a trip.
Yeah, for sure.
That's very true.
And it got me a green screen.
Somebody in chat said that you need an elite strap too if you do get that headset. They do sell a nicer strap that goes on the back of it, which we'll talk about here.
Yeah, we can send you.
Is that because I got a head of a Rottweiler? Why? Is that because I got a big head?
What is that about? No, it's more supportive. The one it comes with is like a stretchy. It's kind of like a travel, let's call it, band. It's not really worth more than the weight of it. Some people like it. We don't. But they sell.
What are we talking about now? The what now?
It's just a strap that goes in the back, and they also sell one with a battery pack that's built in the back because now you're not hooked up to a PC, so you're running off a rechargeable headset. So the Elite strap just adds more comfort, and it adds a battery to the back, so you can double your play time. You can get like probably 4 or 5 hours out of it before having to recharge it with that. But we can send you all the links and stuff afterwards.
Send me everything. Yeah, so this is the shit I'm getting.
Yeah, I mean the thing is too, if you can get it, if you do play Population 1 and you enjoy it, if you start to get into it like as much as you enjoy Standout, that is on that headset, so you can play that anytime you want in any hotel you want, anything like that. It's always very easy to take with you because that game's natively on the headset, so you don't have to have a PC at all to play that game on the Quest. Yeah, it really is amazing. Yeah.
And the cool part is if your kids are of age now too, they could be playing with you in that headset, and you could be on yours on your PC.
Yeah.
Man, I want to see how great this headset works.
It's pretty impressive. It really is. I mean,
I tell my wife, look, I got it because I have a jiu-jitsu school still. I'm gonna go, look, honey.
Yep.
I gotta get over that. And I gotta run some shit. Got some new students. Meanwhile, I'll lock myself in the lounge, and I will be murking some food.
I hope she's not watching this.
Sensei, are you ready for class? And I'll be in the fucking private walls. Give a shit. That's what I like to do.
Yeah.
That's my downtime.
So if you do, I will give you an open invitation. If you want to learn how to stream and stuff, we will gladly play some Pop 1. It's 3-man teams.
We can run a 3-man squad.
We will show you how to stream and everything.
I want to, get decent. Like, look, if I start streaming with the, because there's guys that do, like I remember this guy Mau, right? Yeah. And when I first started playing, that guy was a bad mother effer on that game.
Yep.
But I've been putting my time in. So he was doing a stream. I actually got it on my Instagram. If anybody's listening, Matt Serra, BJJ on Instagram.
So good too. Yeah.
And he sent me the clip, so I actually used his stream of me murking him. Game. But I'm gonna eventually get on that fucking thing. You guys will probably be the guys to get me on it.
It's
awesome.
My buddy Genova was doing it, and then the dude got, I'm dating an Instagram model. I go, that's my buddy. What the fuck are you doing?
There ain't no time for that.
Girls now? I'm trying to fucking kill people.
I like watching Mike Shinoda, who's one of the artists from Linkin Park. He streams a lot of his gameplay and stuff too, but he also does other things. He's kind of mixing it in. His daily life.
It seems like
things.
Exactly.
He does streams with like music stuff, like as he's producing songs.
Hold on 1 second, you hear that beat?
Oh yeah.
You go off in 1 second.
So a lot of people are starting to get into Twitch and stuff. People that wouldn't have normally done it because of this pandemic and stuff. Because of being home so much more. People are looking for things to to help pass the time sometimes. And VR, I tell you what, I don't know about you, Matt, but playing VR, the time goes by so fast. I mean, my wife will tell me all the time, like, you were playing for 3 hours. And I was like, no, it was 30 minutes. I played for 30 minutes, and I look at the clock. I'm like, oh, man, it was 3 hours. Like,
no, that's it, man.
Crazy.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
no, it goes. The time goes, but it's a blast, man. It's what I like to do. You know, like I said, I have not picked up my Xbox has never been played with again.
Me neither.
I know.
Collecting dust somewhere. It's a different.
Yeah.
It's just the future, man.
The realism, you know, not only the realism, but just the intensity of it. You know, you feel like you're actually doing something. You're moving around. Like, I don't know about you, but it gets my heart pumping so much more than playing a game on a flat screen. Like, my adrenaline is just going through the roof, especially when you're down to like 1 or 2 people left in, you know, standout or in population 1, you're about the last squad. And it's like, man, my heart is pounding because you're getting nervous. And it's just so awesome.
Yeah, when I'm playing standout, and listen, there's no joy in taking out a bunch of bots.
Right.
What am I, John Connor from fucking T2? No, I like when I hear like some of the top 10 people in there.
Yeah.
Fucking, you know, I'm trying to think of the girl's name, this French girl. She was number 1 for a while. I'm going to forget it. But anyway, I like, because listen, there's times when I'm like, all right, there's some good players on here. And I'm the last man standing.
Yeah.
And I mean, as a 46-year-old man, that should be maybe embarrassing, but no, I'm fucking a champion. I feel great. Did you guys ever see the movie? You guys had to see this if you're into video games. Have you ever seen the movie Grandma's Boy?
I don't think I have, actually.
Oh, absolutely.
Who said that?
Oh, come on.
Who didn't? Tyler. Who's going to get there, hang out past Revolt?
Right.
That was Tyler.
Exactly.
It was Tyler. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
haven't seen it.
It was the ginger. It was the ginger
so
that said that.
I love that movie. Oh,
listen,
so good.
that
I gotta watch
movie is
that.
me and my wife are probably the only ones that seen that in the theater because it was in and out of the theater quicker than fucking I took out GSP. You understand?
Yep,
listen, that thing was not in the theater. Don't watch the rematch, by the way.
Nothing's that quick. Yeah.
But listen, in that movie, my point is, they called the guy. You know, they worked in a video game company,
production company, studio. Yeah.
Yes, and it was such a cool little place to work. So the oldest guy in there, the main guy, he's in a lot of Adam Sandler movies, like the Happy Madison. It was a Happy Madison production, I think. Yeah, but they're all younger there, so he's a little bit older. So they call him the Gray Bush. The Gray Bush. And the guy was 36 years old.
Right.
I'm 10 years older than that guy. But this is not good. If I wasn't Kimura Sarge, I'd be the Gray Bush.
Okay, but here's what we sell all the time, right? Like in VR, it doesn't matter your age. You are just who you are in there. You know what I mean? And that's what people take you for. Like, you put up, you know what I mean? I mean, you show up when you play standout. So it doesn't matter. Like, that is who you are, and you can be whoever you want to be ultimately.
Yeah, just like the Ready Player One thing, just like we talked
that's
about
what it's
that.
saying. I thought you were reciting the beginning of that fucking
movie.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, you could be a cartoon, you could be this, that, you can go in there.
Right.
Listen, I hear you, man. I dig it. I listen. I'm talking to Genova. She's like, "Who are you talking to?" I go, "Put this thing on." And he's like, "Hey, Mr. Serra." She's waving. The guy's waving. My wife's like, she's a big exile friend of mine waving. Fucking weird, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, like for us, you know, me and Tyler growing up together, we live 500 miles apart now, but we game together in VR all the time. So for us, it never feels like we're not hanging out. You know, like I feel like we hang out all the time because there's just so much more of a connection with somebody 100%. In VR than playing on an Xbox or a PlayStation or something like that. It's just two different worlds completely. So being a big standout fan that you are, have you seen the new game that they have started to work on? The same developers that made Standout. It's called Drive By.
No, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. So
is that out now?
It's not out. It's in testing right now. They have some beta keys and stuff out, but it is basically going to be a battle royale game again, but it is more like Grand Theft Auto, if you've played Grand Theft Auto before. So it's a big open world with, you know, that's like a bustling world with cars driving around. You have NPC characters mixed in.
From the Standout people?
Yep, same people. So that's something they're working on right now.
Man, when is that release date?
I don't know if they have a release date yet. It's still a little bit early in the development phase.
I'm in. They also did War Dust.
Yeah, War Dust.
What'd you think of that? Yeah.
People love War Dust. Man, I think it's I like the control. I could turn, I could do everything. Right. But I'm fucking running around all day. I can't get used to the fucking parachute. I heard once you get used to the parachute, it's better.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, because
But
you can jump
things
off
are
the building.
tense
and
and
stuff.
I feel like I'm dying every 2 seconds. I like
Yeah.
the premise. And I heard it was like PUBG, the standout, but I never played PUBG.
Yeah.
That's what
Right.
it's
Right.
based on.
Similar. Yeah.
You're
Similar.
Pop one. You are gonna flip.
I think you're
over
gonna like.
Pop one.
Yeah, I think you are.
So somebody in
As-
chat said
yeah.
too is let you know the price of that new headset. So I'm gonna ask you, what do you think that new headset costs? The one we were talking about, the one you can just walk around with,
the
right?
Oculus Quest
Like,
2, the wireless.
Yeah,
all
the
that.
Quest 2. What's your guess? Just a ballpark. Just
$400.
That's pretty good.
$299.
Yeah, $299.
$399?
Yeah.
What I just guess?
3 or 400.
I should do the price of right, man. That was
Right?
fucking
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
No, that was
Dude,
really good.
I will spend that shit yesterday. I'm
That's
getting
what I
that
mean.
shit.
It's
Yep,
nuts.
yeah,
It's-
I have 2 of
it's
them.
incredible.
I have 2 of them.
Yeah.
I have one, and my wife uses one as well. So she
Right.
does
So I could
workouts.
just choose, and if I just want to try that instead of even doing my PC, I could just do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can get standout on there.
No,
Top
well,
one.
Standout's not natively on there. So there's some games that are PC VR only, and there's some games that are on the Quest that are just on there that you can download on there. But you can play Standout. You just then have to plug it into your PC.
Right. Just like
Oh,
you do
yeah.
now.
But there would be no. There'd be no. But then I'd have different
Cameras.
controllers too, wouldn't I?
Well, it comes with controllers. Yeah, it comes with
Yep,
controllers.
comes with all of it.
And they're
All right,
good
now, guys,
controllers.
if I have to make a switch, I have the Vive Pro, and listen, I enjoy the shit out of it. But what would you recommend for the ultimate? Like I said, I don't know why I can't turn right with
Yeah, from
that
a
better
Vive
change
Pro.
because
Yeah.
I'm so far the
So
population.
is that just a problem with the controller? Like, is there something
I
wrong with
don't
your
know.
controller?
It's
or-
not. How come it's not worth doing that on standout?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right,
Yeah, I don't know.
right.
That is
I
And
don't
it
know.
did that
Could be
for Saints and,
bindings.
Saints and Sinners. I never played. I'd have to keep turning left to go all the way around. I couldn't turn right. I don't know.
Saints and
That's
Sinners
the
is on the
controller.
Quest though. Saints and Sinners is natively on the Quest, so you don't need a PC for that one. So
Okay.
so that one's
I mean,
definitely on there.
I download that. I never even played it because I can't
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
Right, exactly. Oh
So,
yeah.
you know.
Oh man, you'd flip over that too. Yeah.
I did
Which one?
want to throw out some codes too. The developer of Standout gave us some codes to give away on the show today because he knew you were such a fan. So hopefully we can get some more people in Standout here too to play with you. So
Yeah, man, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna try this population one because it looks so awesome,
Yeah.
and I hope I take to it. I hope the control thing doesn't turn me off. I hope I
Yeah.
can get that thing fixed.
Yep.
But either way, I'm gonna keep. But from just messing around, it's already better than what's that other one that just came out, which had potential, but
virtual
Yeah,
battlegrounds.
Yeah, virtual
Virtual
battlegrounds.
That
You
wasn't
like
bad.
that?
We played that.
I
We had
liked it.
fun.
yeah, but you can't hold on to the gun. You have to keep squeezing, unless that's different for you guys.
Oh, it's a grip, not a select.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
but
because
dude,
some
that's-
games you
I
can
mean,
change
people
that
are like,
in
oh, that's
settings.
more realistic. Yeah, but so is jogging in your living room. I'm not doing
Right.
that.
Right.
I
Right,
want to be
right.
able to hold the control.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I can't effectively hold it, and so
Yeah.
it was kind of lame. So
Yeah.
right there, I'm like, this has so much potential, but that one thing, I'm out.
Yeah.
Standout is the only reliable. Like it, the only thing I would change with that is maybe add a couple new maps or go back to.
Right.
They change every how many months. There was like
Right,
a
it
winter
used to
one.
change, Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't change it for a while.
Right.
It's cool. I like getting to my certain places to snipe and this and that.
Yeah.
I know everything like the back of my hand, and it's still fun as long as there's good people on there. But I think it has room either for growth or
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe they're spending time doing other shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I think a lot of their time now is going to that new game I was telling you about,
Sure it is.
Drive By. But like we said, we don't know when that's going to come out. But it looks interesting because I'm a Grand Theft Auto fan as well. So if we can get a battle royale
too.
game kind of set in that world, with cars to drive and people
Yeah.
moving around everywhere.
I
and-
couldn't even imagine. Yeah.
I like freedom. I don't like following a script.
Right.
And-
Yeah.
and,
Same here. Same here.
like
for
so
sure.
I don't really do the story modes of shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yep. For
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
I
We want
like
to just get
that.
in and play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So,
Um,
so have you played any like of the boxing games stuff like Creed, Rise to Glory, or Thrill of the Fight? Just knowing that you are a fighter, just curious what your take would be on those games. Have you ever tried any of those?
No, I think I did one boxing one a while ago, but I haven't done too many of those.
Yeah.
I'm more of a first-person shooter type
Yeah.
guy.
Same
So,
deal.
You know,
I
it's
have a
amazing though because I've tried new games here and there, but again, the only thing I go back to is Standout. It's because it's just that much fun. Like
Yeah,
to
right.
me, that's just the most fun. War Dust, I'll play a little bit, but then I'm like, I'm just running. Let me get. I usually just shut it off and go back to the other one. I don't know why. Population One, literally, I played it for 10 minutes through the tutorial. I got into a couple of hiccups, but the control feels great as long as I
Yeah.
get past that one thing.
Yeah.
Pavlov never really did it for me. I don't know why not.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
We played some Pavlov. It was,
you
I mean,
know,
it's a
I
good
don't
game,
know.
but For us, the game that we went to a lot is Contractors. I don't know if you've played Contractors. It's another game kind of like Onward. Yeah, and that's a really good game. But the problem with that is the player base is not always real high. But I mean, the controls and everything in that game and the gunplay and everything is really good. But that's our favorite as far as between Onward, Pavlov, and Contractors. We go Contractors every time. But we also use Gunstocks. Have you used any Gunstocks before?
You know what? I ordered one, like that dude I told you about, Mamut.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's got their names. I ordered one. It didn't fit into my Vive control. I don't know what the fuck he got me. He goes, this is the one you want to get. So I don't use a stock. Yeah. I don't use that. Yeah. I just sit in my chair and
so you play sitting down? You play sitting down?
Sitting down and standing up.
Okay.
I don't want to sound like a fucking old dude. I got such pain. This is what's funny about me. My knees are so fucked from I got bad arthritis, but I can still roll jujitsu. I could fight and do jujitsu way better than I could walk. Like, I'm not walking around Disney for fucking all day. Right. I'll jump in a chair and put on a little fake cast. But I got a lot of wear and tear on my knees. Eventually, I'm going to need new ones. But I could still roll. I could do jujitsu for an hour. It doesn't hurt. I could roll. I could do. So if I could choose one or the other, I'm going to choose my jujitsu. So so after a while, like I'll stand, I'll sit. When I'm sniping, I'll be sitting and just chilling. And I could be patient as a motherfucker. For these guys that bitch about the campers, they could eat a D. Let me tell you why. Because listen, this is Hunger Games, except it wasn't as depressing. It doesn't suck. Mm-hmm. I get on an island with 30 other people. This is how I tell people about my standout.
Your day,
These 30 of us on a plane, we drop. One of us has to be one or a team. It's take every other motherfucker out. Find a weapon. That's it. It's simple.
Yep.
I'm a simple man. That's what I like. So fuck, man. I have such a good time with that game.
Yeah.
If you thought there were 29 other people on an island with guns, you're not going to run right out in the open across. You know what I mean? No, you're not going to.
A lot of it is strategy. I mean, to win a battle royale game, it's strategy. Whether you're playing by yourself or you're on a team, there is a lot of strategy that goes into it. And that's why I like battle royale games so much in VR, because I like the squad aspect. Like I like me and Tyler playing together, because I like that teamwork. Like I just love the teamwork of trying to work together for that end goal. That last team standing, the last man standing. It's just like, I'm not a big battle royale fan on flat games, but in VR, like you said, it's just so much fun in VR. Like it really is a good genre for VR. And a lot of people that haven't tried it in VR are like, oh, I don't like battle royale games. I'm like, man, you just need to try it. You need to try it in VR. It's a whole different world than playing on a flat screen.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Oh no, you're in there. You're coming up with strategies.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so great. So great. I'm going to mess around with the Population 1 some more. Again, I literally just got it, and I'll let you guys know. But listen, I'm going to have to jump soon only because I got to go to my jiu-jitsu school.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
It's like a tag team here. My wife goes early. She does a kickboxing class over there. And then she comes back. She watches the kids. I jump out there. So I got to go teach people how to rip arms off. But listen, I will be on. This is, now that I know you guys, we'll be friendly. I'll jump on again.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime.
I'll give you guys, let me know what the name of the show and everything else. I'll give you guys a plug on my podcast, get you guys some more listeners.
Oh, that'd be great.
Awesome. Yeah. We really just, want to share the love of VR. You don't know what it is until you try it.
I think the main reason we started this show is because we wanted to grow VR, because we wanted to have more people to play with in games like Onward and, and Stand Out and stuff like that, because we got in early and there wasn't a lot of people playing. So now it's finally starting to grow. But
let me tell you, you guys made my day with that, I'm going to get this before December.
You better stop and get that on your way home. I'm telling you.
Well, the thing is this.
On that thing is sick.
This is my routine when I get to Vegas. I get in the car and I go, looking, guys, hit the dispensary. Don't judge me.
Right.
No judgment.
To each their own.
You're going to be trapped in anyway.
I told you about my arthritis already.
Yeah, there you go.
I go to that dispensary and I'm like, it's so much fun. And then now the only thing I'm missing is my fucking VR.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to have my fucking pre-workout, I go to the hotel room, my wife's going to be like, well, what you doing in Vegas? What am I doing? I'm murking, honey. I'm doing exactly what I do when you're watching The Masked Singer.
Strippers and everything else, but nope, you're stuck in your room playing VR.
That's right. You got the bed pushed all the way up against the wall, so he's got some more play space.
Exactly. Well, listen, this is going to change everything. So I'm going to let you know how that worked.
Awesome.
So let me know, guys. Give me all the links of all this shit.
For sure. We will.
Yep.
Yeah,
we
appreciate that.
Yep, for sure. Yep.
You know, guys, anything else?
Yeah, I think we're good. We really do appreciate you coming on. I mean, it was just great to hear your experience with VR and how much you love it, because you're just as passionate about it as we are. So we really appreciate you taking the time.
It's all I do. I mean, listen, and again, it's a good escape when you can't escape. Like, you know what I mean? Like I told you, like I can't be watching all these damn shows. I'll fucking run into traffic. So this gives you can still be with the family and pop up the thing, pop it down. So much fun.
Yep.
Let me know when that other game's coming out, that drive-by game.
Okay.
I'll let you know if you guys want to, I'll pop on once in a while if you guys want to check back in with me. I'll let you know how I'm doing with the Population 1.
For sure. Definitely.
We will.
Sounds good. Well, we definitely appreciate you. So
awesome, guys. Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks
for having on.
Good talking to you, man.
See ya.
All right. Take care, guys.
Later,
homies.
Oh, let me see here. Now I got you up there. Where did he go? Okay, there we go. Now I got it down. Oh man, so awesome. He's such a cool guy. I just really appreciate him coming on here and talking. I mean, he's a busy guy. He's always got stuff going on, but to take the time out of the day to come on here and talk VR.
He has a ton going on,
and I figured he would want to talk VR because he's just so passionate about it. He loves it just as much as we do. Like it's just so much fun.
Well, and I think the coolest thing is, you take somebody like him who's done, travels obviously everywhere, a busy guy, does tons of stuff, not the guy you would expect to literally play VR every single day. Like,
I know,
that's amazing to know that, there are these people out there. You just don't know. You don't hear about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say we're closet gamers. It's just a different world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, it's just so much fun. And especially in this world that we live in 2020, to be able to escape places and go into VR, hang out with people that you can't see all the time now because the world's crazy. It's just such a cool thing. So, and the fact that he's into, the same kind of games that we are, we love the shooter games. We talk about the shooter games all the time. So talking about shooter games, Population 1 actually released this past week. I'm curious to see what everybody is thinking about this game. Because we praised it pretty highly, and just because the game is so much fun, and that's what we've said about it for so long, is that it's just a fun game, and that's what it is. I went in with Fluke Rogie and I think it was Tiny Toons that we met in Population 1. Awesome guy. We played with him for a while. We got like 4 back-to-back wins, the 3 of us, and it was so much fun. Like my wife was like, "It's time to eat dinner. You got to come eat," and I'm like, "Oh, I gotta go, really? Guys. Like I don't want to, but I gotta go."
Man. Like no, who needs food when you have Pop 1? I know.
Yep.
I get it. I haven't been. Sadly, I have not even.
Oh, hang on. I lost you. Unmute yourself. Hang on. Unmute yourself. Hang on. I closed the thing. And Tyler was I was getting his vocals through the Zoom meeting. And I closed it, so that's why you can't hear Tyler right now. But he's not paying attention to me, and he's still talking. So I don't know what he's saying, but anyways, we've been having so much fun, and Tyler and I actually haven't even got to play the game since release because of
I got you.
Okay, you were sitting there talking. I closed the Zoom meeting. I didn't realize that our chat was in the Zoom meeting, so I closed that, and then I realized you were muted.
Sorry.
So yeah, sorry about that. But what were you saying? You were talking about Population 1, Tyler. You probably can't hear me. You probably can't hear me because I'm muted in there. Oh,
you can hear me.
I can hear you. You can't hear me.
Well, whatever. I don't need to hear you.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so Tyler and I haven't even played this together yet since the release. We've played this together you're not sharing your audio much. With me. We've played so much before.
Oh man.
Tyler has his volume down. But anyways, we do have some more codes to give away for, let me see here, where is it at? For Standout. They gave us a bunch of codes to give away since Matt was going to be on, and I have to switch back to the other scene probably to do those. But you still have some to give away in chat, Tyler. Can you hear me now?
I've given away, I think 3 in chat, I think.
Yeah, I think already? You still have a couple. You have your volume turned down for me on the PC. That's why you can't hear me. Remember, you turned it down because you were hearing me in Zoom as well, so that's why you can't hear me right now.
No, it's all good.
You can hear me through your headphones?
You're not sharing your audio. Sean, You probably muted yourself.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, there we go.
Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now we're back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties like crazy today.
Yeah, that was nuts trying to get that to work too.
Oh man, it was such a headache
dude.
earlier.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So
yep.
Let's get into a little bit of other stuff. We've talked about some of the elite straps that have been breaking, that we've seen some cracks and stuff like this. We talked about this a little bit in our espresso episode, and it seems to be a pretty big concern with people. And we have seen Oculus reach out and let people know, that they can RMA it, they can return it, they'll get them another one. Right. It also looks like they're not available anywhere right now because maybe they're looking into this issue and seeing what's going on and trying to figure out exactly how widespread it is. I'm not sure.
So my thinking of this whole thing is, we don't have that spring mechanism anymore, right? Where you used to be able to pull the head strap. So I think everyone's just trying to like slam it on. You know what I mean? Like pull it or spread it to get it.
I try not to do it now, but at first I did do that because I'm used to not having to. I'm used to just kind of stretching it on and you put it on, and it's doable. But it's
so. To me, by looking at all these, that's what it looks like to me. You know what I mean? Just for some reason, all the images, they're all cracked that same direction. And I feel like that's what's happening with them. Now, I'm not saying they should break because they obviously should not break.
Right.
But I feel like it's a casualty of that a little bit, maybe habit. I'm not sure. But.
And I'm not sure because I don't know how widespread this is. We've seen quite a number of them on Reddit and stuff, but there's how many of them out there in the wild? So is this a defect in all of them, or is this just a certain batch that went out? Because I've literally used my Quest 2 every day since it came out, every day, and I have the elite strap, the elite battery strap on there, and I check it now every time, and I see no cracks or anything like that in mine. Have you noticed anything in yours yet?
I have not. Now I'm looking like every time I use it, and I'm being super careful. But
I'm a little paranoid
about it.
Yeah, it's
crazy. I know.
Yeah, luckily I have the deluxe audio strap to go back to if something happens, because I don't like the original strap at all. But at least I have the option to go back to the deluxe audio strap, which is a great option. I love this option. The only thing I like better about the elite battery strap is that sleek battery pack design.
I know the look of it and the case fit and all that.
Playing Population 1, dude, the built-in battery in the Quest is not enough time for me to play. I need that extra built-in battery, and I have the VR power that I have on my deluxe audio strap. You can see here in the video, but I feel like that battery pack is just so big and bulky. Like I don't like how big and bulky that is. Like,
and you can always add a battery pack to the back of a deluxe audio strap. There's tons of stuff, tons of attachments, and you can leave them plugged in. There's a lot of batteries you can just leave plugged in and charge that backup battery at the same time, just like we do. You just don't get those notifications in the headset that show the difference. But what's it matter anyways? Because once that drains, then the headset just starts to come down in numbers. It all ends up working the same. But it's, I don't know. I like the sleekness of it, but I miss the headphones. So for me, it's a balance thing.
I'm still waiting on my EngineeredAF headphones, clip-on headphones. I'm really hoping those should be here soon. I'm hoping that is my go-to move. And I also ordered the Mamut DX grips like you have. I got the DX grips with the magnets to use in my Gunstock with the Quest 2. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to be hopefully getting into that real soon. I haven't got to test it out yet.
But honestly, they all fit. Like even the OG ones.
I put those on my wife's
too.
I put those on my wife's because she didn't like how big the controllers were. So like you said, it's a little bit easier to hold on to and stuff with the original Mamut strap. So those are on hers, working really good, working out good. So I really want to get back into Pop 1. I know I was starting to talk about things, but talking to nobody, I guess. But I really want to get it in place. Man. I really want to go with Matt too. Matt's a seriously good player and standout. Like no jokes aside, man. He's not kidding. He is. No, he's beat us before. I know that he's taken us down before. So I do. The 3-person squad and that would be really sick. I definitely want to make that happen. So and we were actually planned on streaming some Population 1 gameplay on launch day. Yeah, but Tyler had like a really bad headache. We weren't able to do it. So we are going to do that. We're still going to get some streams out there probably of us playing. So that'll be awesome. What do you think about this Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy Edge, this new trailer that came out?
I think it's amazing.
Absolutely sick looking, right?
I'm actually more probably stoked about this than anything myself.
Yeah.
Just because you get to live more of it. And that's what I want out of Star Wars VR. It is a little bit more like the Vader Immortal stuff. But I feel like you're going to get to do a lot more, maybe not as guided.
That this was supposed to be a little bit more gameplay, as opposed to experience, but definitely still some experience in it too. But it's
Bar
just, it
seat.
looks awesome. And this has to be, because this is going to be a Quest exclusive, at least for a little while. We don't know in a time window or anything like that, but we know it's going to be a Quest exclusive right off the bat. And looking at this trailer, it looks ridiculous. This can't be Quest 2 footage in this trailer, right? I mean, there's no way. Like, this has to be in-engine footage, I have to imagine. This looks way too good.
I don't know, man. I mean, look at all the Vader Immortal stuff and how good it looks.
Yeah, but not, not this. It's not this full.
Yeah, but we've got time on our side now. They've adapted and learned what works, what doesn't, optimized all that. I mean,
I wonder if this is going
to
potentially be, this is like potentially Quest 2. What do they call it when they upgrade it? Like, when they upgrade the enhanced, the Quest 2 enhanced version. You know, are we going to see a Quest 2 enhanced version of Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge and then a regular version for the Quest 1? Like, that's kind of what I want, because I don't want just the Quest 1 version on my Quest 2 of anything anymore. You know, I want to get wowed by the visuals and the gameplay and stuff compared to what Quest 1 can run.
And I'm sorry, we couldn't keep up with chat earlier. We had so much going on that I really do apologize. We were always very interactive.
We got to catch up on some of the super chats.
I know.
Too,
well, yeah, true. I said, our main fan said, don't trust any trailer, and that's the thing. We just don't, unless we know for sure. You cannot.
But this trailer looks so good. Like, I really wasn't all that excited about this game. Seeing some of the earlier footage, I thought it was going to be cool, but this trailer really got me excited. It made me so much more excited than I was before. But
I remember saying on one of our old ones, when I think the first trailer that came out, is you could walk up to the bar and talk to them, and you would have these experiences that you could like. Memories and stuff that you go into, and that sold me right there. And I'm like, oh.
And they said he's a tall tale teller as well, so it'd be interesting to see what kind of tales and stuff you get out of that in that scene. Yeah, I think it's really cool. But man, this trailer, it just looks, it's got me very excited. And
it shows the Quest 2 at the end. Come on, like, please.
I'm so excited for Quest stuff now. I don't know, like, I never used to get as excited because we were always PC VR guys, but I feel like the Quest 2 is such a good headset, you know, that you can experience games like this.
Man. Like, I'm okay with the downgraded. You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with getting a little bit maybe less than PC graphics for the mass adoption and the experiences and the games. And, you know, IMLX, again, we can't say that, right? IMLX coming, you know, producing all this stuff, the big name places, and that's what'll just freaking blow up VR, and that's what I'm super stoked for. So I'm okay for a little bit dealing with it and using it. So I'm cool.
And I just like the convenience. Like, I mean, you know, we work full time, we do a lot of stuff. You know, we got families, and to just be able to grab that headset and throw it on, not have to turn on the PC, not have to plug anything in, not have to set anything up. Like, it's just so
fast
easy.
Startup time.
Yeah,
like,
it starts up faster now. Like, it's just, I am really enjoying it. And I know a lot of people are upset about the whole Facebook stuff and all of that, and I understand that too. I really do. But man, it's just they did a good job on the headset. I think. I mean, I still have some gripes about it, but
there's a lot of pros and a lot of cons. So you just have to find that balance of what works for each person.
For $299,
so I get it,
man. It's crazy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I know.
Still blowing my mind.
Yep, so, I agree.
Yeah, but I mean, just like even for Matt, Serra said, you know, to be able to have that thing in a hotel room, like the convenience factor of the Quest 2 is.
Yeah, I was dreaming about telling him that, because I'm like, look, he probably hasn't got to experience that yet. And the fact of traveling now with, you know, being in hotels and locked up is unbelievable to be able to do. And for him, I feel it fits perfectly, and it's proof of what it does for people.
So Gamertag said 14.8 seconds startup, so he must have timed it. So I mean, that's way quicker than the old one. The old one, I feel like I would stick it on my head and I was waiting forever before that thing powered up, and you know, I saw a screen. So that's a big improvement, which is, you know, obviously due to the processor power and all of that. But it's just, it's a good headset. It's so much fun. I don't know.
It is.
But we got a new competitor. We got a new competitor in this space.
Do we?
A Decagear.
But do we?
Maybe.
Is this legit? I want to see some proof of this. I want to see some real footage. I don't know, man. Like, I read all of this, and is it too good to be true?
Absolutely.
It sounds amazing.
It is. Even the case, like even the picture
of the
case,
like
it's just, man. It looks so good. Like, it seriously looks too good to be true. I don't remember where I first saw this. Somewhere on Twitter. It came out, and then, you know, Road to VR, a bunch of other people have done articles, and Tyrell did a video breaking this down, and it's awesome looking headset. It's packing what was the resolution? I can't remember. Something ridiculous.
2160 by 2160, I think, per eye.
And this thing's supposed to be like $450. It's able to do, so that one puck that you see in there is actually hip tracking. Which when I first heard that, I was like, what do I need that for? Like, I'm not, Shakira, I'm not dancing and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, what do I need that for? But their take on it is for shooter games and stuff that, right now what we have is we have head tracked movement and controller tracked movement, basically where, it bases your position and stuff off of that. And that's how the games kind of work right now. That's usually the two you can select from. This gives you a third one with hip movement. So you can turn your body and you can move in that direction while your hand and your head is faced somewhere else, but it's still going to move in the direction your hips are facing.
But that's a legit complaint we've had before, with inventory slots. When you go to put something away, Standout was a perfect example. It's locked to your, body tracking. So when you're turning over to the side and shoot, you have to just go straight down. It's not where your hips are, and you get used to it, sure. But it would make it more real. I mean, I don't know, man.
I mean, even the controllers look great. They have basically a Mamut style or index style grip that holds your hand. Strap. Yep. I mean, that comes built in on there. It's so awesome. Right. Brandon Iceberry, thank you. He said, this is my favorite show. Yeah. He said, coffee on me. Also, I have merch on the way. So excited. That's
dude,
really cool.
I know.
Really appreciate
I got new stuff coming too. I'm so stoked about that.
Yeah,
which I don't even know. The merch store is somewhere down there. You can find it somewhere in the description, maybe. If not, look us up. Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, even down to mouth tracking and eye tracking is supposed to be built into this thing. In this video, they kind of show the mouth tracking working. I mean, she can even stick out her tongue.
Wait.
I mean, obviously, it's based off this game.
All this for $450, whatever. So another $50 will get you wireless eventually.
Yeah, like wireless.
$50 for a wireless adapter for it, right?
And so for Vive, it's like what, $350 for TP Cast or something like that. Yeah,
TP Cast is $299, I think. I don't know. It's all
but
over.
So how can they do this for $50?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy.
It's a little too good to be true.
Another $650 for controllers. Airman said, yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah,
I don't know. I get it. If they can drop this for that price, I think that's something unbelievable that they're doing, and I think it would be huge for the market. Do I think it's possible? I
don't know. I'm super skeptical. No, man. I mean, it really does seem too good to be true to get all of that for the price, and you can pre-order right now for like a $10 deposit, basically to pre-order this thing, and that I have not done. I have not given them my credit card information because I mean the company itself is, what's the company name itself? It's like Dodo something. I can't remember what it's called.
I forget now.
I have to look it up. But it's the company is based out of look. I can't remember what it was now, but it's another country.
Some stuff they've worked on in the past.
It's from Singapore.
And then some of it, they said they had some VR MMO stuff in the works, but there's no real proof of that either. So I don't know. Until I get some real solid proof, there's no stamp of approval on this yet.
So it's by Mega Dodo Games.
Mega Dodo, yeah.
Mega Dodo, which I mean, maybe in that language.
Be careful how you say that.
Right. But
I don't know.
It's a little different. I don't know, but it sounds super promising. I mean, if this is something that.
Cheers.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, this is a PC VR headset, so this is going to plug into a PC, but for $50 you can get the wireless adapter to wirelessly play PC VR games. I mean, and even the mouth tracking, everything looks good. It looks like they have it working really good. I mean, she even sticks her tongue out, like I said, in one of these things. I don't know if it was in this video and this clip that I got, but I mean, it was, crazy. It seems to work really good, but I am definitely skeptical. And even the looks of it looks like kind of a cool headset. I think the looks of it looks nice,
I agree. Somebody said ski goggles in chat, and I said a long time ago, we need some of those, the things that are adopted into society already, the glasses, the ski goggles, make it look a little more, I don't know, user-friendly or something we're used to, and you'll see a larger adoption. Yeah. And I think it really helps with it. And same principle of why people like the look of it, So
it's interesting.
I don't know.
It's definitely interesting. I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to, we're going to have to wait and see.
Space on the controllers on the ring, because it looks like you could sit them down, stuff like that. So I don't know.
So this is supposed to release May of 2021. So we're not that far away from when this thing is supposed to actually release, if that is the case, if it's a real thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. It's definitely strange.
Yeah, I agree.
So we'll have to wait and see. But I mean, one thing they have definitely successfully done is got everybody talking about this thing. Because it kind of came out, and that's kind of the chatter everywhere going on about, and it's a company that nobody ever really heard of before.
At least if they dropped this and said 600, I might be like, okay, they might be able to do that. They might.
Reverb G2 600. So,
sure,
maybe
exactly.
they could. I mean,
if you can match that, unless they're just trying to lowball everybody, but I don't know, being a new company, that'd be tough to do.
Where do you get the funding? What funding do they have to be able to push that low price and make money?
Well, and maybe they're doing some type of, internal funding. I mean, we saw Pimax just gross another, what was it?
Ridiculous number.
20 million in phase whatever round B of funding or something like that. So yeah, I mean, it's out there, and there's companies wanting to invest in it. But yeah, I mean, we saw, what was the one that all the celebrities invested into that just filed for bankruptcy?
Was it Magic Leap?
No, the one with the arcades. I can't think of it. Somebody will know in chat too.
I think I just thought Magic Leap because I remember seeing Shaq.
No, not Magic Leap. No, they had they invested in a lot of like multiplayer and arcades and stuff like that. Somebody will know it, but yeah, it's tough. I mean, to invest in some of that, I think, now, especially with the competition that's out there. I mean, can we beat Quest 2 at the moment? I mean, I guess unless you have it. But.
So I see MRTV in chat, and I want to know when he's getting one of these, because if anybody's going to get this headset, it's going to be him.
Yeah, for sure.
So if he can get this in hand and prove that this is a real headset, that they are actually, so he needs to contact them. He needs to see if they'll send him one. That's what needs to happen, because then at least we'll have some proof of what this thing is. If it's actually capable of the things it's capable, they say it's capable for $450, is extremely impressive, and they could be a contender. I mean, obviously it's going to work with Steam VR, so you don't have to worry about a library. The hardest thing about a Quest 2 competitor being a mobile headset is the fact that you need that library to back it up, and that's where Oculus is going to own that territory for a while, because nobody can come in and just boom have a library like Oculus does. So I mean, as far as PC VR headsets go, it's easy. You make it compatible with Steam. You got a huge library at your fingertips. Everything releases on Steam too, unless it's an Oculus exclusive. But so
yeah, and there's ways around that too, though. I mean, we've got Revive. So
I did want to mention too. I don't know if we mentioned. Should be a link in the description for a Population 1 key giveaway for Oculus, and that should be in the description below. We forgot to mention that early on. That is in there. And that is an Oculus key, but that game does work with Revive. So even if you are using a different headset or whatever, you can still play that through Oculus with Revive. It does work good. So make sure you sign up for that. But
and that should be another code for standout in chat as well. I think that's the last one I have. Awesome. But yeah, super cool that they sent us a bunch of codes and stuff.
Yeah, we do appreciate that.
Very nice of them. Yep, very cool. But
so I don't know, but for me, I'm still just super excited for the Reverb G2. And we got into a little bit about this last week, about his Quest 2, hurting the sales of the Reverb G2. And we didn't get it fully into it. We kind of ran out of time last time, so we wanted to talk about it some this time. I mean, we're getting close. We're looking, I think they came out with another thing now. It's supposed to be like the second week in November, the early pre-order
it's been pushed. And then anything ordered that's not already pre-ordered or supposedly sending out, or it's going December now, pushing into December even a little bit. So.
They said, I don't think the date changed in December for the later pre-orders, but early November. I think they're just waiting on all this stuff to actually show up to be able to push it out, which it's killing me because I want it, but at least I have the Quest 2 to hold me over.
I understand it because of like the lens revisions and stuff like that. So I'm sure some stuff has been pushed. So I'm okay with that. As we've always said with games developers, don't push a product too early if it's not ready.
Right. Yeah, I want it to be good.
I feel like they may have done that with the original Reverb. The early ones that went out had all kinds of issues. So I think they want to make sure this is really polished. So I'm glad they're doing that. I'm really, really glad.
Yeah, so this is, for me, what I'm really looking forward to, because I am loving the Quest 2. But to me, like I've been saying this for a while, I think the ultimate combo is a Reverb G2 and a Quest 2, because you can take the Quest 2 anywhere you want with you. It does great, a lot of things, but I don't think it's not going to match what the Reverb G2 is going to be able to do in sound. It definitely doesn't match it in sound, not stock, because the sound of the G2 is going to be phenomenal, because it's so good with the index. I love that audio. You're getting a little bit higher resolution, there it is, 4320 by 2160. And everybody that, MRTV that's tried this, Tyrell that's tried this headset, they say, they've both said to us, like, when I put that thing on for the first time, I was blown away. It just looked so good. And I think that the Quest 2, that screen in that Quest 2, I think is pretty good. And I think it does look good. But I think there's, we talked about what seems to be a smaller sweet spot. I have a hard time just getting the Quest 2 perfectly positioned to where it's perfectly clear for me all the time. I don't know what that is. I think it's a smaller sweet spot. I think it's an IPD that's not perfect. This is going to have an actual IPD slider. So I think for my eyes, my eyes are much more comfortably going to fit into the Reverb G2 than they do for me on the Quest 2. But
you know it will. Yeah, you know it'll fit. I mean, when we have that full range of adjustment, again, I don't know why they didn't do that with the Quest 2.
Yeah, I don't
it's still usable for me. I'm lucky I fall in that IPD range where it's pretty close.
I get a little bit eye strain.
Sure, I get that. I understand that. But yeah, I am super stoked. I love to have a wired headset as well. I just like to go between the two. And I've said it time and time again. You know, it's easy for me to stream stuff. It looks good. I don't have to worry about the battery life. I like the ergonomics of the controllers of the G2, the higher resolution. So I don't know. I don't really mind the field of view anymore when I have that higher res screen, you know, and now I've got to experience it on the Quest and I really forget about it, you know? So I don't know. You know, before we had these headsets, I was very fearful that more limited field of view compared to the Index.
Thank you.
Cheers, Daniel.
For that super chat. Thank you.
Cheers. And yeah, I don't know. I was more thinking I needed that higher field of view, but now with the high res, I'm not that prone to thinking I need it. So I'm super, super stoked to try it. I don't know. I can't wait for it. I really can't.
So do you think the question we asked last time that we didn't get to is, do you think that the Quest 2 is ultimately going to hurt the sales of the Reverb G2?
Right.
Do you think so?
I do in the initial release. I feel like initial release, it is going to take a hit because we have seen people cancel pre-orders and stuff for the G2. So we know that has happened. Past that, I don't know. I feel like down the road, if somebody wants a PC headset, that is going to be the go-to headset currently. Unless we see some things like wireless introduced for the Index and that changes again.
Yeah, and I want to get into that a little bit too. Remind me. But because I have some thoughts about that. But but I think you're right. I think the thing is with the Quest 2 is it's a gateway drug. It is absolutely a gateway drug that leads you to wanting the next best experience, the next best thing. But it's hard because it is a great headset, and even plugging it into PC. You know, we've seen some updates with Link coming out. There's more coming out. You know, that's going to improve it. Wireless streaming is really pretty good. A lot of people are having a really good experience with wireless streaming in the Quest 2. I as well, not perfect in every game, but I also don't have the best router. I can get a better router that's going to do a better job, but it's really good. And so it does a lot of things very well. And I think there are people that have ordered a Quest 2 that are going to want the next thing, and they're going to end up ordering a G2 at some point. And there's a lot of people like me and you that want both, you know, that want both of those experiences and
for sure
are looking forward to it.
I've been having some good luck. I will say I do have confirmation of connecting my PC to my headset with virtual desktop at around 1200 megabytes a second with no router. So I'm working on some stuff. But yeah, some really good speeds, some really low latency stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, hopefully you can get all that worked out here.
I know.
Pretty soon.
It's a tricky one.
Rudel Zavedno did say, be aware if you linked your Oculus account to Facebook and decide you want to delete your Facebook account, your purchases on Oculus will be lost as well. And that is true. That is a pretty unfortunate. They've made a lot of weird decisions. Oculus have in that realm. They did so many things well with the Quest 2. They've done so many weird, not good things as far as, you know, the terms of service and that kind of a thing. For most people, they have had a Facebook account for a long time, and it's not a big deal because they're not planning on deleting that. You know,
they don't care as much about the privacy stuff.
But it's for the people more kind of like me that have never really been much of a Facebook person. I've never spent much time on Facebook.
That's true. You're on the other side, right?
I've had an account for a long time, but it's nothing I really use other than the marketplace. So it worries me. I mean, I am in that boat. I'm a little scared. So
I know.
Conebread said,
cheers,
love
man.
coffee
Holy
and VR.
crap.
Good job, guys. Always excited to watch what you guys have to say. These new VR headsets are going to have my account sitting at $0. Can't stop buying headsets. I totally agree. And thank you. That's a $30 super chat. Thank you so much.
I know. That's unbelievable. Yeah, man. Thank you. That's super cool.
Yeah. And I agree. The wallet has been hurting.
I know, man. It is. And I'm like, well, and I even thought, okay, we're buying Pop One I'm buying it across the board now, you know, and now we have, you know, cross buy with that, which
Oculus,
I'm very glad they did. Yeah. So it's right. So I can still play with Revive if I do want it on Steam, and I may still do that only because the some of the chat stuff I use for live streams, I operate through that a little better.
Steam is easier. It's easier to stream with it. I mean, especially compared to Quest 2. You know, Quest 2, we spent a lot of time this past week setting up kind of some more special stuff with both of us on Quest 2 to stream, and some of it worked good, and some of it we're still troubleshooting. It's kind of a pain, but yeah, I mean, there are so many things coming out right now. And what I wanted to get into a little bit about the Index is you said wireless. And I don't know if you've seen some of the chats that we had in the Discord this past week. I can't remember who all was involved in these. We were talking about Index, and do you think we're going to get an Index 2 maybe before we get a wireless? Because there's things that are advancing really rapidly, you know, and Index has been out for how long now? Year?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, I thought we would see wireless for the Index around 6 months after release. Only because I knew they were working on it. I mean, we knew that. We heard that let's see, what does that go back to? I think the release party that they had in-house, right?
Yeah.
Where we got, not confirmation, but them talking about, hopefully releasing wireless.
Yeah.
So I would think that they already had that technology halfway working, or at least in the limelight of what they thought could be working. So I thought it would be coming relatively soon, especially with the front module. We don't have that still yet. So my only thought at this point is they are waiting on a next gen headset, because they're already subbing out, the headphones to places. So maybe they're already open to letting other people use it and pulling newer technology in and going to a second gen.
Yeah.
And that may happen because they haven't done a lot with this. They haven't done much with the cameras that are built onto it.
Yeah,
they haven't done.
We would see a lot more.
Yeah, so without them developing stuff for the current headset, that has to lead me to think that they're working on the next gen headset.
Yeah, I kind of think because it seems like they kind of released the Index, and then that was kind of it, And even the stock and inventory of it's still been hard to get. So I mean, are they producing these, in not crazy numbers because they know that maybe there is something else coming? I don't know. I mean, because now, and what I said is that the HP Reverb G2 is almost an Index 2. It is almost an Index 2 because it's higher resolution, using Valve, created lenses, using Valve's technology for the headphones. They've borrowed a lot of things from them. And the biggest difference is that it's inside out tracked instead of the base station. And
but Valve has to be open with that competition because they gave them the headphones for the G2. They have to be okay with having something that's out there better.
They're making money off of it as well. I'm sure they're getting a cut of that as well.
That.
But,
absolutely.
But
they're open to that. Yeah, so they're open to a headset maybe being better than them. You know what I mean?
But I mean,
so
even
they
the Vive,
have to be working on
even
something.
the Vive, the Vive did so well because it was in conjunction with Valve. Valve, I mean, we've seen what happened with HTC when they go on their own. It's not great. We get the Cosmos, you know what I mean?
Right.
So Valve is just a more open company. They're willing to help people. But I do think that there's a potential for an Index 2. And I don't know, it's not going to be this year, obviously, but maybe next year. Maybe, I don't know.
So the other thing with it, we have these long lead times that we're talking about with the Index, and they are still selling it. So yes, they're still producing it, or have inventory of it at minimum. But I don't know. I did send you the picture. I don't think you probably brought it in, but we've got now these Elite straps that are breaking, right? And typically they had, a wait time on them or a pre-order if it wasn't available. Now they've gone to completely, let's see, I'm trying to think of the right terminology. There you go. It says not available now. Yeah. So they've actually changed what it says on the official accessories website for Oculus. Does that mean we're now in holding? There are no headsets going out, because they're breaking? Are they in this revision?
I think they are. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I think they are. I think they're at least trying to assess the situation and find out how widespread this is and what's going on. But
which sucks because I love mine.
That's what I keep saying
amazing,
to people too. Like, people are saying don't buy them. The thing is with Oculus though, is looking back in history, they do have good customer service. And if there is an issue with these things and you buy one, you bought one, you have one, you're using one, if you have an issue, they're gonna fix it. I mean, they're gonna take care of it. They're gonna send you another one or a revised one or whatever. I mean, just looking back through history, they've done a good job with RMAs. They've done a good job customer service wise. So I don't think there's too much to worry about. The problem is if it breaks, that's no fun. And then you're out for at least the time being to where you can get that one sent back and another one sent to you or however they're going to do it. And that's going to suck like it is. It's not going to be fun. So that's an issue. So, I mean, the deluxe audio strap might be looking a little bit better and better. But I did want to mention real quick, MRTV, Sebastian said, once people have seen how good the G2 looks, the Quest 2 is just what it is, an amazing entry-level headset. And
Absolutely.
I think that is going to
for
be
sure.
the case for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people that are going to buy a Quest 2, and that's going to be their only headset. They have no interest in buying a PC VR headset. And they're just like my sister and her family, you know, that they're not going to buy a PC VR headset. But
absolutely, the entry price, the ease of entry, just like we were telling Matt, like you literally put it on, no PC required, no nothing.
Yeah.
So the entry point of not having to have a more expensive headset, not having to have a PC, and know how to update drivers and games and stuff, you know, it's all basically automatically done on this headset. You don't have to worry about it. So it's the perfect entry headset. It really is.
Chad Williams said, never redeemed a code before. Where do you do that? If you're talking about the Steam codes that we've been giving away.
We should explain that. Yeah, sure.
If you just open up Steam, and then I think it's down in the left-hand corner, it'll say add game, and you can click on that. Activate a product, and then you can enter the code in there, and then it'll start downloading into your library.
And on Oculus, if we do give away Oculus codes, you can do it on the app or in the software. And that is in settings, scroll down, redeem a code on the app, and the software about the same thing. Yeah.
And we do have that Population 1 code to give away. I'm going to switch back to this other scene real quick, because that is where I have, I'm going to have two of you again. I have the other codes to give away. So here's another set of standout codes. This is on Steam. These are Steam codes, and like we said, that's how you enter them in there. So I'm sure Matt Serra will be very open to some new players in there that he can hunt down. So all these people that are getting these codes today, it's going to increase the player base. Because
Standout's so much fun.
It's old though. I mean, it came out in like 2017.
Yeah, but the bots are really good in there too, because we're always full, because you almost don't get too close to somebody in that game. Sometimes you do. I mean, if you're in buildings and stuff like that, but you know, you're not as close maybe with your interactions with people there that you can't really tell. So it does play really well. It's a fun game.
Hopefully some people can get some of those codes, but I mean, there's just VR is just, I mean, it's really blowing up. And we've said that this was going to happen with the Quest 2 release, the G2 release coming up soon, the Decagear headset that's going to blow us all out of the water. And, you know, holiday season is approaching fast, and it's going to be really interesting to see, because even on Population 1 launch day, you know, and Quest 2 launch day, every time I go into stuff now, I'm finding new players that have never played VR. They're just trying something out. You know, even in Population 1, the first couple rounds that I played was doing nothing but helping people figure out how to play the game, because I've never played this before, you know, because a lot of people weren't in the beta. We were in the beta for so long that we kind of take it for granted. But I mean, there was so many new players in there, and so far everybody's been great. You know, they've had, you know, they're asking questions and they're responsive, and, you know, just wanting some help, and it's great to help people out and figure it out.
I mean, it's like getting your first console, or like for me, it goes back to getting like Nintendo 64 and playing Mario 64 and being in an open world game for the first time.
Yeah.
I was just blown away. Like, wait, I can just go over here, you know what I mean, and jump through this picture on the wall and go somewhere else. Like, that blew my mind then, and that's what VR did for me the first time. And right now I'm just so excited everyone gets to experience that. The only bad thing is I had a friend, Dave, who was at Best Buy and sent me a picture of the Oculus cabinet, and he's like, are they sold out everywhere? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, good luck if you even want to get your hands on them.
Yeah, I think there are still some places you can buy them from. The stock seems to be pretty good, but we don't know how long that stock is going to last before it does start to dry up. Or is it going to dry up? I don't know. Hopefully they're prepared.
And there was one Elite strap in there too, and I'm like, oh man, I'd be picking that up if you even thought about getting a headset, because those may be going out of style. I mean, are we going to see them even being sold anymore now? You know, they could
even if they do a revision, you know, it might
like,
be, it's hard to say the availability for a little while if they're trying to figure out this issue, but you also don't want to get one and have it break. But honestly, I think the best thing you can do is just, like we said, loosen the knob to take it on and off. Don't force it on your headset, or, you know, just be, I mean, obviously you shouldn't have to be that careful with the product, because it's a $50 or $129 product. You shouldn't have to worry very much about it, and that's the bad part. But if you want to have one and you're waiting to see what Oculus says, you know, I would, at least for me, I'm trying to be a little bit more careful with mine. I mean, if it breaks, I'm going to the Elite, the deluxe strap, and sending that thing back and getting another one.
It's just as good. I love it. So if anybody has a deluxe audio strap on their OG Quest, use it, because it's amazing.
Yeah, just swap it over.
There's no point in worrying or waiting on an Elite head strap, because it's just as good, if not better, if you don't mind not having the battery. That's the only caveat to it. But yeah, it's so good. Yeah,
I totally agree. But I am really curious, though, in chat, in the comments afterwards, I want to know what everyone is thinking of Population 1 that picked it up, because there was so much talk about the price and, talk about skins and stuff that they're going to be selling. I don't think any of those are for sale yet. There's no skin packages or anything like that. But I'm just curious because there was a lot of controversy about the price, and it's $30. I'm not paying $30 for the Battle Royale stuff. So I'm just curious. And some people don't like it. I saw there was a comment on one of the other videos that said, and I don't know if he actually played it, but he said $30 for this game is crazy. I wouldn't have paid $5 instant return.
Oh yeah.
Did he actually play it? I don't know, but I mean, it is fun. It's not, it's not the most graphically intense game you're ever going to see in your life or anything like that, but it is fun. It is a lot of fun.
That is the nice thing. There are return policies. They're under, if you haven't played it enough or haven't had it long enough, you can still return it. So just try it. Play it for an hour. See if you like it. Yeah. It's so much fun.
And I know people are liking it. Paint Pros Colorado said Pop 1 is awesome. Meow Mix cross buy pushed me to buy it. Without cross buy, I would have waited, and I agree that was a smart move on them. A smart move.
Roger Diking, I don't know how he pronounces it, says, I'm losing sleep because of Population 1.
I know, right?
That's how I feel, man. It's one of those games you just bury yourself in. You want to keep getting that W every time.
The hardest part was them playtests. They lasted an hour long.
I know.
Every time we were trying to get one more game in before the clock struck just because we didn't want to stop playing. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. So.
And they do have the blinders for stuff for the motion sickness. So if you're just getting into it, take your time, take it slow. I feel like it's a great entry game as long as you're willing and okay with maybe a little motion sick. I don't know. I wouldn't give me motion sick for my first game, but Minecraft did. So what can I say? I don't know.
So person said the deluxe audio strap is miles better than the elite strap. So I mean, everybody has their personal preference.
Because some people said it doesn't hit them right. So it's all across the board.
I mean, everybody's head is so different. One thing is going to be the same for another, but I mean, both great options, I really think.
I know, but honestly, I feel like the $30 for the amount of time I have spent in that game compared to any other game on Quest already has paid for itself for the $30. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer for $30, but I know everybody doesn't feel the same way I do. So
somebody said Pop 1 is too easy. Okay, I will say that right now, because of all the noobs coming in, yes, but give it some time because the play sessions, oh my gosh.
Yeah, in the beta, towards the end of the beta, it was not easy anymore because there are so many people in there that have been playing it for a long time that were so good at the game that, I mean, it was not easy. Right now, it is a little bit easier because there's so many new people that have just picked up the game and they have no idea what they're doing yet. So you can go in and kill some noobs pretty easy. That is definitely a thing, but it's...
Wait till Stumpy Nub gets a hold of you, or like, there's so many good players, man, that are just like...
Yeah, and even players like that, they might have to watch out now because there's going to be people that are playing this like crazy and are maybe even going to take them over on the leaderboards. I mean, you don't know.
Pro Fortnite players, we're going to get some of these pro flat gamers coming over here now for this, man. I'm telling you, they will freaking minds blown playing this game. I'm telling you what, it looks simple, but it's freaking amazing. Like,
it's fun. It's fun. I can't say enough good things about it.
Hopefully we can, I agree. They do need to put the solo mode, I think, back in. That was part of it, I think, in the early days.
I think in the earliest betas, not this.
So if their player base gets high enough, I feel like it's a no-brainer. Like, they could implement that all day and get back to the real, like, player 1 definition or population 1 definition. That's kind of why it was called population 1. Right. Or players or people 7 or whatever we want to call it. But it's I think they will if the player base gets high enough. And honestly, I feel like it probably already is.
Yeah. I mean, I know I looked just yesterday on Steam, like in the morning, not peak hours, and there was like 200 people just on Steam playing it. And I guarantee there's probably more people playing this on Oculus because of the cross-buy and because of the Quest. Yeah. Like to me, this is go-to on Quest. It's just, it works so great on the Quest.
Yeah. Somebody said something about the one-handed walling. I freaking love that, man. That's so good.
You can launch yourself. You just got to watch. Don't break the controllers. Cause I mean, if you have something in your play space, you can easily whack something pretty hard for sure. But
like, my pro tip is, like, when you got a wall in front of you and you can hear somebody on the other side of it, or a hay bale or a window, just pull up with that one arm and just lean over and one hand gun, man. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it
so
is.
Good.
I think the movement system in this is one of my most favorite things. The flying, the wingsuit, the climbing, literally anything you want to climb, you can climb. You can climb all the way up to the top of that huge tower. And people have done it.
Everyone was saying, like, the arm workout is legit, climbing that tower, and it is too.
Sore arms, it's insane. But it's an awesome game. Risky Business says Tyler is making me want to give Pop 1 a second chance.
It does. It takes a minute. It does. And I highly recommend everybody to give it a second and a third chance, because once it like clicks, I feel like
once you get
it's
used
game
to
on in there. Yeah. Oh, so good. Yep. It is. And a lot of people that haven't played battle royales love it too, because it does have the all the other mechanics, the climbing, the building, which we're not big builders. But we do throw walls out when it gets down to the, real small map and you need some cover. We use it, but we're not going to build a tower. We're not going to build a base. I don't know. It's just not our style of battle royale.
I use it for quick cover when I really need it. And if watching this scene here, this dude was pretty slick, because I walked in there, I knew I saw somebody walking, and I walked in, I didn't see him at all. He was hiding up in the rafter, and it took I didn't see him until he started shooting me, and then I was like, oh, how did I don't know how I didn't see him. But
well, that's the thing with that game. You get the heights. You know what I mean? You're not just playing on ground level or where people can walk to. It's so like dynamic of where you're looking on top of buildings, in windows, behind, up in trees. Like, okay, I'm giving away more of my secrets. I probably should shut up.
Right.
But it's so freaking good, man. It's so good. I love it.
And I know Ham for the Win said, but please add lobby chat mute to population 1.
Yeah,
which the lobbies can be a little bit rough. The lobbies are not my favorite, because it's literally just like 2 stations of guns, and then it's everybody just shooting everybody, but you can't kill anybody in the lobby. So if you're trying to have a conversation with somebody, it is pretty quick. But I think there's some room for improvement in the lobby. I think.
Like when Sean and I play and we get on with 2 and we get joined up with a 3rd, Sean and I have like a meeting point where we normally meet. So we just run over to where we normally meet and hang out, and then you don't hear anybody.
Try to get away from the chaos a little bit, because it is a little chaotic. It's just crazy. So Boundless Owl said the walls are so low health, I think making a base is pointless. So you can't shoot down the wall if somebody puts a wall.
It's good cover. It's good quick cover.
It's good quick cover. If you need to move or something, So Gamertag said so many people want solo mode. Personally, I don't see the point. There's tons of solo games. It's the big and busy online games we need for VR, and this is the first game to bring some crowds. So I mean, for me, I understand both sides, because I know some people don't like to play with other people. For me,
and then it's splitting your player base too, right? So you have to have double the player base essentially to support it. So that's tough as well.
Yeah. So for me, the thing I love about this game is the teamwork. I love working with a good team that communicates, that talks about their position, their movement, where they spot an enemy. Like, hey, you need a gun? I'll drop one for you. Here's something. Like, I like that communication.
The cool part I like too is you learn new things, right? So even I go in and somebody else plays totally different. They'll be like, oh, you don't do this? And I'm like, no, like I haven't done that, and they're teaching me as well as I'm teaching other people. So I think that's cool as well. It's pretty exciting to get in and learn stuff new all the time.
I'm glad to see that the player base is up. I'm glad to see that there are a lot of people playing this, because that is one big struggle of multiplayer VR games, is the lobbies a lot of times just aren't enough people. So it's great.
This is like people will purchase a headset, I almost feel like, for this game, that are flat gamers. You know what I mean? To experience this and try. For us, VR vets and stuff, maybe not. Maybe they look at it and go, oh, I can play better stuff on PC. That's awesome. But it is fun. It's just fun. That's all. Yep. I know we don't preach this. We don't get anything off of this. We are literally just passionate about this game.
We just like the game. We just like playing it. So hopefully we can get into it together this weekend. So
we are getting into it. Oh my gosh. That's all I could think about. I had a massive migraine, like one of those like make you sick ones. And we were supposed to stream, and all I wanted to do was play it. And I was laying there. I felt like death. And I'm just like all I want to do is play Pop 1. Like, I just kept going, like, the light's too bright, but Pop 1. Like, can I get in that headset? And I'm like,
I had fun without you. I was bummed you weren't there, but I had fun without you.
I know. But we'll get in there. We'll get in there. I really want to just kill some noobs, man. That's all I want. But
for sure.
Okay.
Yep, I think that's pretty much all we have. But do you have any other big topics? So we got a little thrown off today. We got pushed back from our normal starting time, but luckily it all worked out. We got to talk with Matt. We were starting to get worried it wasn't going to happen this morning, but it did work. Super big shout out to him again for joining us. Can you pull up the super chats from earlier and read some of those off? Because I know we missed a couple when I didn't want to cut Matt off, when he was talking and stuff.
Absolutely. No, I wouldn't want to anyways, but let's see. Yeah. So let's chat, man. As always, thank you so much. Tony Digital, Rizzle Rock, man, super supporter on Patreon, the whole bit. Huge let's see. Swift Silent Deadly, 20, dude. Like, you guys are freaking ridiculous.
We really appreciate it.
Brandon, Daniel, Conebread, $30. Like, dude, you guys are epic. Like, we love you guys. You guys are literally family to us. I would have rather been in VR than, stuck laying in bed on the day to stream. Like, I just want to spend time playing. So we really do appreciate it, guys.
Awesome to see the community growing too. So we really appreciate all the subscribers.
New subs,
and everything.
dude. Oh my gosh.
So if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I know GT's in here. Shout out to him. He just hit 20K, which is awesome. Yeah. So congrats to him. That's so cool. Everybody's growing. All the VR channels and stuff are growing right now, which is really cool because it's just a testament to how much VR is growing right now, which is fantastic. So and the more people to play with, that's what we're all about.
I've cashed the pot, man. I had to have that energy up there for Matt because oh my gosh, if you guys haven't checked his stuff out, his stuff is super cool.
Yeah, cool guy.
Some of their videos and stuff they're so funny.
That one of them in Abu Dhabi, the plane simulator and stuff was so cool. So awesome stuff.
It was.
He's so funny. He's a funny guy too. He's
good dude.
He's hilarious.
Good, honest dude, and just cool to show that somebody like that you don't expect would play VR. You know what I mean? Like what he does.
Not just play VR. He loves VR. He loves Standout.
He said he's in Standout every single day. Like that is so sick. Yep.
It's pretty cool.
All right, guys, we will get out of here. I'll quit ranting. I'm probably jacked on coffee. Matt wanting to get into Pop 1, so I'm sorry.
For sure. Definitely. So we'll see you in some Pop 1 though. If you see us in there, we will be in there at some point. I don't know. I have some family coming over today for like a lunch dinner kind of thing, but my nephew has been dying to play it. He hasn't got it yet. I was trying to on launch day. I was even texting his sister, or my sister, his mom, saying, he needs to get this game for him. And so I don't think he has it yet, and I think he's been dying to play. He's been playing a lot of Onward, so I really look forward to playing this with him too. So but seriously,
appreciate all the support. Alex VR, 100 of you need to like this video. We do really appreciate the likes, man. It's crazy. So let's go. Appreciate all you guys being here.
We got to borrow that award from Alex and Skiva.
Exactly.
They won the award, the best show award, and they said they let us borrow it. So I just wasn't. I didn't promise I was going to give it back. So I'm just throwing that out there. But So seriously, thanks everybody so much for being here, and we will definitely see you in Pop 1 this week because that is what is on my mind like crazy. So, and
well, love you guys. Love you're here. I'll see you in Population 1.
Yep, for sure.
Watch out, man.
No doubt.
Sights are on you.
That's right. You're going down.
Yep. All right.
Seriously.
Later, guys. Yep.
Later, everybody. Thanks.
See you.
I got into VR in 2016. That was when we first we got the Rift.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, it worked.
There he is. How about
Perfect.
that?
Hey.
We're lucky to be here. I will admit that. My name's Tyler. This is Sean. We're Rendered Reality, and we were definitely up late playing some VR last night.
Yeah.
Hole is bigger.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
It's not always better.
Let's keep it PG, boys.
I mean, right? We don't know like how much sound is coming out of it.
It's true.
Right.
Is there more sound coming out of it? We don't know.
Yeah.